Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to That's a Shoot, my weekly episode show. What's up? What's going on in the world of professional wrestling? This one is going to be the predictions show. And we're doing. I tried doing this Friday and like this, and I was so freaking tired. So we're doing this the day of. So not only will you get this one later on this afternoon, you're gonna get the rapid reaction. So good on you. So, yeah, today's is the predictions episode of King in the Ring 2024. And like I just mentioned, right after King and Queen in the Ring 2024, you can come right here and check me out for the reaction. So make sure you click the notification bell so that when I go live, you will be here as well. All right, guys, let's just go ahead and let's get what you predicted. Last night on SmackDown, which I slept through, they made a match on the kickoff match. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill will defend the Women's Tag Team Championships against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. This is a very easy one. They're going to go ahead and they're going to destroy these two ladies on the kickoff match. So we're going to give it up to Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill for the victory, as it should be. Next, for the Intercontinental Championship, Sami Zayn made his second or third? It's either his second or third appearance. His third appearance is Saudi Arabia, going up against Chad Gable and Bronson Reed for the Intercontinental Championship. You know, I don't. I mentioned this before, and I talked about it. I don't think there are going to be a lot of short title reigns when it comes to the new Triple H era. And what I mean by that is that Sami Zayn just won it at WrestleMania, so now he's gonna lose it. You know, 8 weeks later at a pay per view. I don't think that could happen. I think it could depend on the story. And of course, I'm not talking about Money in the Bank of any kind, anything like that. I think that's something that even like you see like with both the tag team champions. I don't know if the fan base is too excited about both Awesome Truth and A Town Down Under being tag team champions, but I don't think they're going to lose the titles anytime soon. I think I think you should start counting. You should start counting both after probably you know um, uh, after uh, after Clash of the Castle. After Clash of the Castle in June, that's when things seem to look like they're gonna be popping for them. But we'll wait and see. Anyway, for this match, as Sami Zayn said, it's personal and professional. Professional allegiance, Bronson Reed, personal for Chad Gable. And they're telling a good story with Chad Gable with Otis. Otis um, helped Chad Gable win on Monday. Um, but it just seems like that they're gonna go down the road of Otis not being there. So I could definitely see a title change here. With only Chad Gable. Um, I'd say possibly with Bronson Reed, maybe Chad, maybe you know Otis thinks he hits Sammy to help Chad Gable, but if Bronson Reed takes advantage of it, I could definitely see that. Um, but I think they're gonna again, like I said, I think they're gonna make Sami Zayn, have a good title run. So I'm gonna say Sami Zayn wins this one. And the in the Queen of the Ring final tournament, Lyra Valkyria takes on Nia Jax. Nia Jax beat Bianca Belair last night, and there are some people who have a conspiracy theory that this was supposed to be uh, um, Tiffany Stratton all along, but I don't know. I don't know if that one thing behind the thing was supposed to be, that one video was supposed to be a thing, especially when they're still last night on SmackDown, they're still having Tiffany starting to kind of interact with Bianca Belair even. The Bianca Belair lost. Tiffany Stratton came up and said toodles or whatever she did. So yeah, I don't think that was, don't think that's the case. Um, I think we have here a obvious obvious place that we're gonna go Nia Jax, and I think Nia Jax wins this. I don't Lyra Valkyria can do what she can do, and she can this, but she's got Nia Jax has a foot on Lyra Valkyria, and possibly even 150 plus pounds on her. There's no way Lyra. Now, even though they had Zelina Vega win the Queen of the Ring or the Queen Crown, or whatever that was, and she had her beat, Piper Niven, which was ridiculous. That was Vince. I think this is Triple H, and I think I would be very shocked if Triple H would have Lyra Valkyria beat Nia Jax. Just clean. Now, he did have Liv Morgan beat her clean, but, kind of, but at least it was like a distraction or something like that, or you could kill her, although still she shouldn't have beat Nia Jax. But anyway, yeah, this should be Nia Jax becoming Queen of the Ring. In the King of the Ring final, Gunther goes one-on-one with Randy Orton, and this is going to be a fantastic one. This is really going to be a fantastic one. I think, again, slept through all of it last night. I don't know what really went down on SmackDown. I still kind of watched the end where I knew Randy Orton won, and he had beat Kevin Owens that came back and things like that. So he's still going to be part of the bloodline mix, things like that. But you can go both ways. So you can have Gunther win King of the Ring, especially now when they've added the stipulation of the winner getting a title shot at SummerSlam. Gunther could take on Damian Priest or maybe or hopefully Jey Uso at at SummerSlam, and then he goes to Bash Berlin and takes on Ilya Dragunov, the match that everybody would love to see. Wouldn't that be fantastic? So you have that. And then you also have Randy Orton. If Randy Orton wins, he could go. Now, they did a little thing last night as well, where Cody Rhodes was wished Randy Orton luck, and it could be Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, and they can play off that. Hopefully, it doesn't have to be any type of heel turn for Randy Orton. I don't really want to see a heel Randy Orton at this point in time, especially when you never know when something could go wrong, and he may have to just up and retire. I would like to see him go out, keep him as a baby face. So he could do heel stuff, and then at the end, he could just say it's for the championship, what he wants me to do, and he can, shake hands and hug Cody Rhodes, things like that. So, but yeah, both are great options here, and and since we saw Gunther lose, you can say that hell, we was wondering if Gunther was gonna lose on Monday to Jey Uso, because Jey Uso was so over. We were looking at Jey Uso Tomatonga. So I like the fact now that Gunther matches, some Gunther matches, you just don't say, well, Gunther's going to win. There is some actual thing nowadays going down. So I'm all for it. So with that being said, I'm gonna shock the world here. I'm not gonna shock the world, but I'm gonna make a shocking prediction. I'm gonna say Randy Orton wins. He beats Gunther. So I think that's more of a more tantalizing thing. Randy Orton, 14-time world champion, Grand Slam champion all over, becoming the King of the Ring, facing Cody Rhodes. I like that. The Women's World Championship up for grabs as Becky Lynch takes on Liv Morgan. This is another match we can go too many different ways. Now, Becky, there's a rumor that Becky Lynch's contract ends sometime, in the next 10 days or so. So, um, you would take the title off of her, today, and um, put it on live and things like that, because there has been no report that I have come across that has stated that Becky Lynch has signed. I can quickly, I do this all the time here on this. I can quickly take a look here on Twitter. I'm going to go directly to Sean Ross Sapp, because if Sean Ross if Becky Lynch has signed, Sean Ross Sapp would know. Um, so uh, you know, I don't know. So yeah, I think quickly we looked over in the past 12 hours or so. He has not mentioned anything about um Becky Lynch or anything like that. Hasn't mentioned in the last day or so. So who knows if Becky Lynch has resigned or not? Who knows if what's gonna happen here? And listen, when it comes to Becky Lynch resigning or not, maybe I'll go into this deeper next week. Um, Personally, I don't think we're going to see Rebecca Quinn in AEW or TNA or anything else. If Becky Lynch doesn't resign, I just think she'll just take take 3 or 4 months off, and then call them back and resign then. Yes, she was actually supposed to go on a little vacation apparently after WrestleMania, but Rhea Ripley got hurt, so now she's doing this. So this is something, and I'll say this: I don't think that if Becky Lynch wins tonight, that doesn't necessarily mean that she has resigned. I don't believe that at all. Now, there's a part of me that wonders, um, because they're doing Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan does kind of need to be the world champion, especially as Rhea Ripley comes back. She's needs that. But anything can happen. So, um, so this is another crazy one. But I'm even though I don't think it needs to happen, I just think it will, and I think it will be Liv Morgan winning and beating Becky Lynch for the World Heavyweight Championship, Women's World Heavyweight Championship today. All right, I am getting live notifications about WWE going live in 30 minutes and everything like that. So let's go ahead. We got one more match to do. Let's go ahead and let's do this, and then we get the heavyweight championship match online. Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. Uh, I kind of wish this would have been a champion versus champion match, because I think it would have been kind of interesting to see Cody Rhodes double champion, things like that. But I think obviously they're saving Logan Paul for his hometown in Cleveland and something like that. So I think that might be very interesting as well. I'm going to choose Cody Rhodes. I don't think this is a dollar. And I think this would be a fantastic match as well. So we're going to look down and see what happens with that. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and recap my predictions. We got on the kickoff show, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill retaining the Women's Tag Team Championships. Sami Zayn retaining the Intercontinental Championship. Nia Jax becoming Queen of the Ring. Randy Orton becoming King of the Ring. Liv Morgan becoming your new Women's World Heavyweight Champion. And of course, Cody Rhodes retaining the WWE Undisputed Championship. Alright, there you guys have it. Those are my predictions for WWE King and Queen of the Ring coming very shortly. So make sure again that you click that notification bell, because right afterwards we're going to be right here recapping what went down on the King and Queen of the Ring. PLE. This is your boy AJTRIP signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.